Hello. Welcome back. We just got to town. Driving away from the death storm. Let's see what's going on here. We're trying to steal a weather controller. A guard is trying unsuccessfully to open the door of the train. He notices you. How do I know it's a guard? Hi there. He glances briefly at your face, but apparently decides not to ask about it. This guy here is causing a little traffic jam at the gate. Poor man got caught in a fear storm on his way here. I'm not getting anywhere with him. I have to make sure everyone is in town before the storm comes. I'll try and talk to him. Go ahead and try, but be gentle. It's not the poor guy's fault what happened. We'll see. Hey friend, you there? Yes. Calm down now. I'm from train 42. Jenkins? Is that you? I'm his friend. He didn't have any friends. I'm his brother. Stop lying. You killed him. I know the truth. What have you done with Jenkins? I don't think there's a peaceful way out of this situation. Or the door open. You lean your whole body into the door. Hear the mechanisms inside start grinding against each other. A little more. Come on, push. Clunk. I think the lock's open. The door easily slides to the side. A thin man is sitting in the corner of the locomotive, arms covering his head. A bit closer. Hey, friend. The man lifts his head. When he sees your face, his eyes start widening slowly. Ah, damn. Has there been even a single time when your appearance actually helped us in a situation? The man's eyes are still widening. Or does it always just create more problems for us? Let me think. The man's eyes are as wide as they can go. Now his mouth begins to open. No, it hasn't helped, not even once. I already told you it's a disguise. The man lets out a piercing shriek and runs out of the train. You see him head into the desert, right towards the storm. Well, you definitely solved the problem, in a way. Well, I can't say you got the result I wanted. Sorry. Well then, I'll move his train along and then yours after. In the meantime, go up to customs and get your paperwork straight. Okay. Jeez, I didn't kill him. Oh no. I wish I could, like, reload. Get up high quickly. The storm is close. I'm sorry. Can I walk in here? Oh. Border inspection. The inspector is sitting in their cold, dark office. He looks up at you and in a bored voice says, "Pay number 42. Inspector digs through some papers. Are you Ronald Miles? No. You find the body of Ronald Miles? No. I found the body of Pete Jenkins. So after Miles, it was transferred to Jenkins. And now, the inspector looks up at you. My name is Bob. Just Bob? Bob Bobson. I'll write that down. I'm wearing a shabby coat with a strange rusty cage hanging around his neck. Not shabby. His face, he looks at you, then looks down again, is apparently disfigured. You aren't too good looking yourself. The inspector doesn't react. Here's your ticket. Hands you an old yellow ticket, which looks like it's been passed around for years. One standard town visit, 2 hours. Can I stay longer? You must sell all possessions belonging to the train's former operator before you leave town. Make that your top priority. I thought they were mine now. The inspector looks at you silently, trying to understand whether you're joking or you really don't know how things work around here. The train is yours, the possessions are the people's. And what happens if I can't sell them all in 2 hours? The items will go to the people. Okay, thanks. Go on through. He opens the turnstile. Q, I guess. Bread and the bottle. Town train district. I like this. It looks cool. A lot of people to talk to, though. That usually takes a while. A young woman is talking to one of the travelers who passes her a strange half-empty bag. Extend my time by 1 hour, please. He hands over the bag and quickly turns away. Hold on. Man freezes, tilting his head. Just who do you take me for? There's not even enough sand here for 15 minutes. She shakes a small pile of red sand out into the palm of her hand. Are you up to your old tricks again? Do I need to call the guard? No, please. 15 minutes is fine. Or just catch my breath and I'll be on my way. Man slowly retreats. He looks extremely tired. The woman turns to an empty hourglass in one of the niches on the wall. Beggars. Pours the sand from her hand into the hourglass. Then she picks up her radio and you hear a crackling sound coming from speakers, echoing all over the town. Peters, train 124, 15-minute extension. She puts the radio back on her belt, then reaches out a hand to you without looking. Shake her hand. The young woman turns sharply and looks at you confused. I think she wants your ticket. Sorry. My ticket? Okay, yellow. He takes out a new hourglass and pours in enough red sand to reach a second mark on the side. Then she puts it in one of the empty niches on the wall. 2 hours, starting now. Good luck in town. Thanks. See you. Weird armor they're wearing. Two inspectors are standing by the train discussing something. I don't get it. Why don't you like the auction idea? We always sell empty trains at auction. This heap of scrap wouldn't even make it a few miles. It's not a train auction, it's a premeditated murder of one of our people. It needs to be taken off the tracks and scrapped. Deneen has enough work as it is. They just got started on all those electronics. It'll be next year before she gets around to the train. Where would we keep it until then? Just have someone take the train and leave. They can ride around, maybe find the parts and fix it themselves. I can't believe how stubborn you are. The guard storms into a train and you hear a sharp metallic clang. Then the man comes back with something in his hand. See this? Fine. He rolls his eyes. Is it the damn brake handle? Should it be here in my hand? Or should it be holding the train in place? Let me at least go through his stuff myself. The inspector suddenly notices you and scowls. What the hell are you doing here? Nothing, just passing by. And keep going. He hesitates for a moment, then reaches into his pocket and takes out a bag of sand. Forget everything you heard. Demand more. That's not enough. 2 bags. The inspector looks at you with cold rage in his eyes. Don't get greedy, brat. Take what you're offered before we change our minds. Please don't get involved. Fine. Now get out of here. Don't interfere. The inspector turns around and loses interest in you. They both ignore me now. Okay. Quiet woman. The greenery on this train's roof is quite striking. By local standards, you're looking at a very well-kept train. Examine the train in silence. Looks like the train has been washed recently. The metal and glass are gleaming. The thin layer of newly settled dust just looks like an elegant decoration. Green stems sway on the roof. You see Calancho, Haworthia, and tons of other plants that you don't recognize. I'm sorry, did you need something? I wanted to ask, do you know how I can get into the upper district? I heard the meteorologist is there. You can only get in once you retire. And I think you still have a while before that happens. I do too. How do I get in there now? Today? The woman shrugs silently and looks towards the way out of town. Running your eyes over the locomotive, you notice an old trailer with dried up branches sticking out of the leaky roof. Ask the woman about the trailer. Aren't you afraid your old trailer might fall off? Oh, this one. The woman continues to look towards the way out. Yes, the trailer is quite old. If it falls off, it falls off. Corners of the woman's mouth turn up, and she shakes her head. Ask what's in the trailer. What's inside? Things, old things, ancient things, toys. Why are you carrying them around? I thought it was better to travel light in the desert. I don't know. I'd rather keep them with me. The woman frowns, but doesn't tell you to leave, yet. Ask what she does. What do you do? It's as though the woman doesn't hear your question. She just stares silently, watching. Just when you think she's not going to answer, she starts to speak. I'm making it through life, day by day. I meant the plants. Oh, the plants. I used to enjoy nurturing life. The woman looks at the old trailer and stiffens for a split second. You see all the muscles in her face tense, but in an instant the illusion passes. Ask about the meteorologist. With that word. Do you know anything about him? He tells us when storms are coming. Is that it? Do you know anything else? The woman turns her head to look you straight in the eye. Can't read her expression. I won't keep you any longer. Thanks. You turn to leave, but suddenly feel something crawling across your neck. Wow, an oil eater! It seems that the oil bug in your pocket is finally trying to escape. Flick it off. You put your hand over your neck. Stop. Huh? Leave it with me. Okay. She walks over and opens the door of her train, picks something up, then returns to you. Here. She's holding 2 old dusty bags of sand in her open hand. 2 bags for this gross little bug? Are you insane? You won't hear me complaining. You carefully remove the bug from your neck and pass it to the woman. She gives you the 2 bags of sand. Thanks. The woman nods gently to you, then turns her attention to the bug. He watches the bug crawl over the plants. This merchant is desperately trying to get your attention. His smile reminds you of late-stage insanity. Hey man, hey, come over here. You got any sand? No, I'm looking to earn some myself. Oh well, can't help you with that. I've been selling my heart out, but still don't even have enough sand to fix my train. You look at the melon seller's train. There are a lot of things in this world you would call run down, but everything you've seen up until now is sparkling clean compared to this train. My time's running out. I have half an hour left in town. All because of those damn guards. They gave me a penalty, those dogs. What am I supposed to do? My wheel is busted. Notice the train's front wheel is sitting at a 45-degree angle. He doesn't need to worry. With a wheel like that, there's no getting that train out of here in any case. I should get going. Merchant bores greedily into you. Well, will you buy a melon? You look the merchant over. Rumpled clothes, worn out shoes, small bag on the ground. Why is there a bag of sand at his feet? Warn the melon seller. Say nothing. Warn it. You dropped something. What's that? You nod at the man's feet. He looks down mistrustfully, then pauses. Well, slap my train and call me a sand melon. How could I drop that bag? How did I miss that? Thanks, man. I almost lost it. You nod in response and walk away. You spend the next few minutes unable to shake the thought that you could have used that sand. That was nice. Doesn't I get anything for that? Woman doing laundry. A middle-aged woman is resting on the stoop of her train. A basin of laundry, children's clothes, sits at her feet. She stares at your train for a moment. She sighs, then leans against the train door, which buckles slightly under her weight. So, you're from train 42, huh? He grabs a cigarette and takes a drag. Did you know the previous operator? Jenkins? Yeah. He was my husband. He gets up heavily and starts hanging the laundry, as if nothing had happened. I'm sorry. Are your hands clean? Take off your dusty gloves. Pass me the clothes. Nods at the basin and the diapers. Good. Her nod sends ash flying from a cigarette onto a pair of men's pants hanging on the line. And her a pair of children's pants. You take off your dusty gloves and pick up a pair of white children's pants. You glance at your hands for a moment. This is the first time in a long time that they've looked human. All that's left are the thin scars striping across your palms. They probably won't ever fade. The woman takes the pants from you. There's a sheet from the basin. He shakes off the sheet and throws it over the line. What's your business in town? Got stuff to sell? She blows her cigarette smoke upwards to keep it off the sheet. Yeah, your husband's possessions. Things. Just random things. Nothing interesting. The woman ashes her cigarette, and you see her glance quickly at you as she takes the sheet. So, Jenkins' possessions. Do you need me to... He sniffs. You pile a few socks from the basin together and give them to the woman. The woman doesn't turn around to take them from you. She stands with her back to you, not speaking. I really am sorry. When I found him, there was already nothing I could do. He nods weakly a few times. Turning halfway around, she passes you a cigarette. She already has a fresh one in her mouth. Take it. You sit on her train stoop. Found a journal on his train. Guess it belongs to you now. Customs won't let me just give it to you, but I'll figure something out. He smiles. A journal. Jenkins didn't know how to write. Probably robbed or killed someone. Those aren't his things. These thoughts seem to have put her in a better mood. As she finishes her cigarettes, she packs up and heads inside her train. A child's joyful laughter greets her. Oh no, the child's dad died. Where's my train? Is this... Oh. Prospector. Hey, are you a digger? A what? A digger. My hearing is fine. I'm asking you what that means. The man looks at you without blinking for 10 seconds or so. You're attracting suspicion again with your unnecessary questions. I'm not a local. I'm not from here. Gesture at the town. The man continues to look at you without blinking. This is the only town on our continent, possibly in the whole damn planet. Where the hell are you from then, if not from here? I left for a long time. Now I'm back. But I don't remember anything. A digger is someone who digs up buildings in the desert. You know what the desert is? Or is there no desert where you come from either? Right, a digger. I just called them something different back in my day. Yeah, I'm a digger. I was one of the best way back then. Find that hard to believe. Need work tomorrow? Want to dig up a building on Malta Street. Can't do it myself. Of course. What's our plan? I started digging from the top. Got from the 20th to the 7th floor. But the lower floors are hard work. The sand's packed tight, and it's a pickaxe job. I want to round up a few more people, then we'll move out at sunrise. Is there anything special there, in that building? The man peers closely at you. It seems that he's not sure you can be trusted. There was a gun store on the first floor of the building. Work is all that should concern you. I'll pay you, and what's in the building is none of your business. You in or no? I'll think about it. Think, then. He throws a cigarette on the ground and turns away from me. Is he going to start a riot in town when he gets his hands on weapons? No, he gets caught in a firestorm out on the road tomorrow. should get going. Oh, a crate. Are there any things here? I need a tool for that. Irritated man. I'm not buying anything. Leaves. Okay. This my train? That looks like it, right? Bookseller. The sound that reaches your ears seems impossible in this desert world. Rustling pages. Hundreds of pages. The table next to the woman's train is full of books with well-worn covers. Each one looks like it was taken out of an antique bookshelf. Hello. The young bookseller waves at you. Hi. Are you new to these parts? I've never seen you before. Her attentive but slightly unfocused gaze slides over you. Your paper face doesn't seem to bother her. Yeah, I'm new. Do you know everyone here? Well, of course not. It's just that generally the same people will bring their trains to the same station every time. Were you looking to choose a book? Pick up the blue book. Oh, what an unusual choice. Why is that? People who choose this book usually want to hide from the real world and immerse themselves in fantasy. But I don't think you're one of those people. This is a Matrix reference. Red pill, blue pill. Carefully open the book. The binding is loose and the pages, which are all different sizes and printed in different fonts, seem to be stuffed in at random. It only takes a moment for you to realize that you don't even know the language it's written in anyways. Well, what do you think? Keep looking through the book. Why are the pages and fonts all different? I knew you were new here. The pages are different because I sewed the book together myself from various pieces. It's hard to read like that, and from what I can tell, it's not really a coherent story. A lot of people like it. Besides, it's not easy to find an intact book in the wasteland, you know? Intact. I thought she was a writer, but she's more like a seamstress. The bookseller has a sincere look of curiosity and politeness on her face as she watches you mumble. Can you give me the short version of what this book is about? It's a story of a man who pretends that he's changed and become the best version of himself, just so he can keep people around him, even though he's actually... I don't like that kind of book thing. I'd rather look at another book. The red book. What's this book about? That's a curious one. It's about the history of the storms. You flip through the book. Letters swim before your eyes, not wanting to form coherent words. Different fonts and out-of-order page numbers don't help you understand it either. Very interesting. Have you read it? Of course, I put the pages together myself. I have a few questions about the book. Take a good look at the bookseller. She seemed quite friendly. The questions are just begging to come out. Ask about the meteorologist. I bet the meteorologist helped you with this book, right? Yeah, right. He's never even set eyes on it. Everyone in town knows that our meteorologist wouldn't even read an article, not to mention a whole book. Why is that? He's young, inexperienced, and, to be honest, not all that talented. I thought he was well respected. Oh, do you mean the old meteorologist? He was better. Even I shed a few tears when he died. Did he get caught in a storm? Oh, he died peacefully in his sleep. If only everyone could have such an end. Don't believe what they say in town about him being killed. It's all nonsense. Ask about the storms. The storms, where do they come from? Oh, now that's a long story. Well, several stories, actually. They'll tell you all kinds of stories about the storms in town. The truth is, they're fallout from an ancient war. Well, that's not exactly the truth, it's just my theory. I see. Ask about the weather controller. I heard someone might be controlling the storms. Is that true? Nonsense. Controlling them with what? Some kind of device? But where would they get it? Do you think the old meteorologist would know something about this? Well, if anyone did it, it would be him. The old meteorologist was on good terms with all sorts of mechanical things. I see. Back to the books. Show her Jenkins' journal. I have something that might interest you. The bookseller tries to look uninterested, You see her fingers trembling as you hand her Jenkins' journal. Notes? Interesting. Yes, very interesting. Are these someone's memoirs? Wow, this is an absolute treasure trove. Have you read it? I thought it was just the old train driver's journal. Let me read some of it to you. Don't bother, I just want to sell it. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it? You look appraisingly at the bookseller. She's definitely hooked. Time to collect some sand for your work. I assume 10 is too much, but I'll try. 10. Are you crazy? Who in their right minds would pay 10 bags of sand for a journal? Sure, maybe if it was full, but half the pages haven't even been used. How about you come to your senses and we trade like normal people? 5 bags. 5. Oof. We're glad to give you 5 bags of sand, but then I have to leave town right now. I still have so many books to sell. Would you lower your price? Sure, 2 bags then. Well, I wasn't planning on spending so much, of course, but that's a fair price. The bookseller disappears into her train, then returns with 2 bags of sand. They have yellow letters in a language you don't know embroidered on them. This is for good luck. Yeah, thanks. Should have found out what was in that journal. It might have helped us understand this world better. Thought you could help me with that. I haven't heard much useful advice from you recently, by the way. The woman licks her fingertip and flips through the journal. Angry man. Open suitcases are strewn around the train car. A man is washing something in a metal basin full of dark red water. He's washing so intently that you can hear the fabric ripping. He has an impressively large fang from some unknown animal hanging around his neck. He stops washing and shoots you a mean look. Cage around your neck. That's some kind of new trend. You hear a clear dislike in the man's voice. Let's just keep going. We don't need any more problems. Is he washing out blood? Yes, we're just passing by. Keep going, keep going. Maybe I should tell. Hey! Suddenly you feel a powerful yank down near your neck. You look down to see the man's wet hands grabbing Roderick's cage. I had a trendy friend once, always bragging about his sand bear fang. Damn it. You grab the cage too and pull it towards you. But I taught him some manners. 1 punch, 2. He looks at you with bloodshot eyes and keeps trying to pull the cage towards himself. The cage's hinges start making an unpleasant crunching sound. He's at your neck. Help me, I'm being robbed. Calling for your mother to help you, brat. Pushes you away and drops into a fighting sense. It appears a real fight is about to start. Are we just gonna do this dance forever? Okay, stun him. Lash him. The man flies into the basin, which turns over with a crash, splashing its contents onto the ground. What a sick bastard. Are you okay, Etienne? Next time you're going, in my pocket, or even better, walking on your own 2 feet. Breathing hard, you carefully touch your neck. The string left an impressive welt on the back. I know it's none of our business. We can't just let that psycho roam free. Call for the guards. That's a bad idea. More attention from the guards is the last thing we need right now, don't you think? Look for a rope. You look at the suitcases on the ground and notice a photograph. 2 smiling men are standing in front of a locomotive. One of them, your attacker, has his arm around the other, who looks pale and tired. His shoulder is bandaged, and he has a fang pendant around his neck. He tosses the photograph aside. Oh, there's some rope. We tie him up. What are you doing? What's going on? Suddenly comes to and tries to stand up. The anger is gone from his voice, and now he sounds scared. Nothing's going on, everything already happened. The man spots the photo on the ground, then his eyes moves to the bloody clothes nearby. Suddenly his face changes. Henry? Oh no. Did I do this? He falls to his knees. And for what? He looks at the 2 bags of sand on the ground, which fell out of his pocket during the fight. Get these away from me. I can't look at them. They pick up the bags of sand. The man falls to the ground and starts crying. Let's go. We should leave him be. Got beat pretty badly. Best to leave him be. Bunch of stuff. Talk to the guards over here? Sure. This is probably up to the upper level. 2 guards are sitting at the gate, playing a strange game with stones. The guard on the left pretends not to notice you. The guard on the right isn't as good as feigning indifference. You can see him casting a quick glance at it. What do you want? What are you guarding? The men look at you, not speaking. Did you get blown here by an idiot storm, pal? Yeah, guard on the right grunts. Don't bother us. Let me through, I need to go to the upper district. Are you over age 60? Yes. Men look at you, not speaking. No. Are you visiting your wife and newborn? Yes. What's your wife's name? I'll call her to come meet you. He takes a radio from the compartment on the wall and starts unwinding the charger. Amanda Rupert. Amanda Rupert, you have a visitor at the gate. Thanks. What the hell are you doing? Shh. 5 minutes later. Maybe try calling again? I called her 18 times already. Hear undisguised malice in his voice. Dispatch, put me through to the meteorologist. Hi, Linda. This is the guard. Can you check if we have an Amanda Rupert in town? For sure. Okay, got it. Thanks. How's the weather today outside the city? Glances at you. Well, maybe it'll clear up. Alright, thanks. Yeah, you're doing great. Talk to you later. He punches a different code into the radio. So now that we know he's outside, meteorologist. Time service. What's your train number? Turns to you. 42. Why? Yeah, train 42. 40 minutes penalty for trying to trick the guards. Hey! Alright, thanks. Over. Why? My wife is in town, I swear. A voice sounds over the town's loudspeaker. Bobson, train 42, 40 minutes time penalty. The guard smiles at you and nods goodbye. Well, now we know he's outside the town, so we don't need to get up. An old man is waving at you so furiously that it seems like his hand might fall off any second. Walk over to him. Ah, no, get out of here. What do you mean? You're calling me over. So? Go on, get. Up close I can see that you only have 30 minutes worth of sand. The old man waves his fist angrily. He doesn't look particularly dangerous, but he probably knows a few dirty tricks. Roll up my sleeves. Hey, how about we do this some other time? Fine. Okay then. The woman looks at you unkindly. Someone hid a buried safe under a wooden pallet. The safe door is locked. Looking at a completely unremarkable train, but suddenly a loose piece of sheet metal at the back of the car catches your eye. Instinctively, you look around and then get closer. First you're a fraud, now you're a thief too. You haven't stolen anything yet. What do we have here? Peel around the side of the train. Standing right by the gap between the train and the loose sheet metal, the darkness inside is calling to you. Look inside. Flashlight would come in handy, or a lighter, or at least some matches. You don't have any of these things, and besides, shining a light around would probably attract attention from the train's operator. Put my hand inside. It's just enough space for you to fit your arm in up to the elbow. Your fingers slide over the well-oiled innards of the train. Something brushes against your thumb. Touch the oddity. Like a blind man, you feel around the small space inside the train till you feel the contact again, and again, and again. Finally manage to grab something elongated and hard. It feels like part of a pipe. Pull it towards me. In sudden impulse, you pull the metal object towards you. Gift from the belly of the train. Secret covered in engine oil. After a while, it gets harder to pull, but you're not stopping now. Give one last tug. When it comes loose, you can't believe what you see. There's a bag in your hands. A thief, just like I said. Take the sand. Can't let such a good fortune pass you by. A whole bag of sand, heavy and solid. It should be yours, since who else deserves such happiness and wealth? Put it in your pocket. You hear voices coming from inside the train. I have no idea where it went. It was right here on the floor. You idiot. If you don't find that bag, they'll kick us out of town in 5 minutes. We haven't even restocked our water supply. Go find it, quickly. Can I put it back? Oh. Talk to this guy already? Oh, finally. Man's sleeve bears the letters CS next to an hourglass symbol. And you are? Keep looking at the letter CS, trying to think what it might stand for. Customs service. From the customs service, I just finished going over your stuff in there. You need to sell everything that belongs to Jenkins before your time in town is up. Anything you don't sell will be confiscated when you leave. Yeah, they warned me already. And that, he points at Roderick's cage. That's mine. Can I see the tag? He leans closer. Why would I put a tag on my own things? An item with no tag belongs to no one. Belongs to no one, then it's not yours either. Sell it? Write something in his notebook. What the hell? I'm not selling my friend. He reaches for a radio in his belt, then looks at you questioningly. Cool it, let's try and solve this peacefully. Fine, no problem, I'll sell. He nods and takes his hand off the radio. The customs officer tosses a folded up trading tent at your feet. You've done this before? Nope. Unfolding the tent signals that you're selling goods. People will come and buy from you, and you make what profit you can. Hand in half the sand at the entrance. Point at the woman checking tickets. Do what you want with the rest. Good luck. Walks away. Okay, I don't think I have that much stuff to... Can't craft anything yet, can I? Actually, a lockpick. Means we can open this. No, that's a crowbar. But the safe. You can take the safe. And we can check the pleasure train too, if you haven't done that yet. The whole mansion on wheels. Brick is probably... That seems dumb. That's going to be so heavy. Seems like someone's done well. In a world where you can die at any second. Are you going to knock or just stand there? Look around. The curtains on the windows are drawn tightly shut. You can see the silhouette of a man watching you from inside. Knock on the door. Knock, knock. Silence. You can clearly see him watching us from the window. Why won't he open the door? He probably only talks to people he knows. Should come back later. Steal from this. Pick the lock. Build your current experience picking locks. The safe door swings open in just a few seconds. Nice. Maybe we have enough for a crowbar. Container here we haven't touched. I need the pliers. Get out of here, outsider. The junkyard. Okay. Trash can. Nice. Lady here. Salvage worker. You see a tall woman digging around in a pile of scrap metal. She picks up something that looks like an old computer case, then rakes out the microchips and wires as if they were parasites on a ripe piece of fruit. She tosses the cleaned out computer into a pile to your left. Did you want something? Then she picks up a new one, not paying any particular attention to you. You need any help? She looks at the pile of scrap metal she still has to go through. For money, actually, for sand. The woman smiles. I'm getting paid pretty well for this. I don't want to share my earnings with anyone else. Who's paying you? Do they have more work? But maybe something a little less dusty. I'm not sure. She looks you over from head to toe. Sit up straight and puff out your chest. I don't think they'll have any use for you. But you can go ask Mr. Nariano yourself. He lives in the middle of the square. Nariano. Got it. Thanks. She responds with a sour smile. You've got a lot of computers there. Yep. She's concentrating hard on her work. Where did they come from? She gives you a quick glance. Jenkins brought them in a week ago. He dug up a whole warehouse full of electronics. Oh. Was Jenkins a nice guy? Was. Oops. Oh. Did I say was? I meant to say I heard he's a nice guy. No idea where you might have heard that, but definitely not in town. He's a real jerk. I hope he dies. How do I get into the upper district? I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. Do you know anything that might help? I don't know anything. Smile slightly. What's that pipe? What's that pipe on the wall? Where does it go? It's a secret. She gives you a quick glance and continues ripping apart the computer. I'm great at keeping secrets. So am I. He looks you in the eyes for a moment, longer than is comfortable. That's what we're looking for. We can crawl through and go straight to the upper district. There's a passage there. Now, we just have to figure out what to do about this sewer guardian. Yeah, I'll ask around in town. More loot here? Oh, we can try opening the grate. Open the grate, but it doesn't move. Yeah. Oh, we're looking for someone who lives in the middle of fires. Right. The name N something? Maybe we can make the crowbar now that we got. Yes. Open it with the crowbar. You successfully open the crate. More money, jewels. Yep, 10 money now. That's nice. Feels like a good number. We did the pliers for this, didn't we? Did we do the crowbar for? Was it the crate up here? This one. It's also pliers. There was a crate somewhere. Don't remember. The man has a sour face when he sees you. We got off to a bad start last time. Do you think you could sand? Do you have any sand? No, I'm just trying to find out. Keep walking, idiot. Trying to waste my time. Maybe I should have lied. Okay, I think we'll stop for here now. Next time we'll put up our tent and try to sell some stuff. Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. Keep well.